Well, hey there, all. Cashmagnet Guru coming to you live. My weekly Tuesday night show. Hope everybody is doing well. I've got some new setup stuff going on here. So we're going to see how this is all working out. Got a new microphone. I have some new fun little toys on the OBS Streamlabs, affectionately referred to as slobs, which I find that pretty funny. So bear with me if I have some issues. Hopefully the sound is good. Well, I see we have some people in the stream at least, so I must have went live. That's a bonus. What I'm gonna do tonight, I've never really talked about some of the basics. Which is kind of, a pretty big mistake of mine. That I never did talk about the basics. Why do we, how do we really get started in doing some of this passive income? And what is passive income in the first place? So I went to an awesome guy, Dave Ramsey. Really tout this guy up. Very, very bright guy. Gives out some awesome advice on his site. Dave Ramsey's a pretty big financial planner, financial wizard. And so I want to talk about, the whole phone farming thing and what we refer to as phone farming. Other people might refer to it as beer money. I don't know who could drink that much beer, but before we get into it, hey there, Albert. Hey, Rashawn. Work for us, man. That's great. That's great, that you've actually used... Did you use Dave Ramsey or did you use phone farming to get out of debt? Do I sound good tonight? How's the volume good? Hope so. The whole thing is generating passive income streams. And the whole thing of passive income is money that's earned you in a way that requires little to no daily effort to maintain. Now, what they don't say here is that a lot of the times your passive income streams are going to require you to do upfront work to, get that income moving. Like Ramsey talks here about renting out a property or building or building a blog. Well, a lot of time building a blog. And then he talks about, why do it? Why build up that, passive income stream? Because once you get it up and going, it's easy. It's easy money then, for the most part. So then I had a really fun weekend. I had some friends back from out of town. Bad circumstances that they were back, but it was really nice seeing some of the people that I haven't seen in a while. So I decided, let's get into some of this a little bit. Let's get into some of the basics. What is phone farming? Using phones and tablets, computers to generate income. Man, that's it. Others are okay with mashing keys all day to generate income. Now, see, I'm not really going to talk much about that because we want to deal with passive income, not waste your thumb income, not give your thumb exercises. And then there's others that use the automation, FREP and Tasker. Now, I'm not going to lie. I've used FREP in the past. I don't anymore. And I really don't condone it. I get it. When you see people talk about making $10 a day off of Perk, they don't have a whole bunch of phones on Perk. They have a whole bunch of FREP going on, or Tasker. Now, what are the devices doing? And I get asked this a lot from friends, and my general honest answer is, I don't care. I really don't. I don't care what they're doing. But you can. Most of them are video watching apps or data collection apps, downloading other apps. That's kind of like the new trend right now, is some of these downloading other apps things. With like the app like apps, which okay, you guys can yell at me. I still haven't gotten into the app like apps so much. Crypto mining. There's a couple of YouTubers out there that are really into the crypto mining, even on the phone basis. And I find it interesting. Now the question is it going to limit your device? The longevity of your device. Surveys and offer walls. No. Oh God, no! Don't do it. Please quit doing those. They're terrible. I did that stuff with Swagbucks. I'm sure everybody in the stream. Have all of you guys done surveys at one time or another? Man, how much do you kick yourself for doing surveys? A lot? I know I did. What does a phone farm look like? Not everybody's going to have a setup like mine. I can, for any of you who haven't seen my setup, that's not even completely it. Yeah, they're not really talkative in the stream today, are they, Affordable? Where's that chatter? I know this is kind of like, a little basics, a little training wheels. Most everybody knows this stuff. But it can be from one device. Your actual phone. Most run on Android. Some do run on iOS. I'm not really sure. I don't run any iOS. I believe the current music app. Anybody? I believe I've seen that run on iOS. The Swagbucks, they run on iOS. Tablets, absolutely run them on tablets. And a PC, you bet. Students are falling asleep. Okay, so let's keep going on here. Where can I get the cheap phones? You guys know that I get it off of eBay. That's the only place I buy my phones. Phones that are laying around, get them from friends and relatives. Track phone. That's where I started getting my stuff, was track phone. They also banned me after getting 16 devices. Now, Big D, man, there's some passive income right there. Writing a book to sell online. No, man, if you guys have caught any of my videos, you know I'm a huge Google Docs and Google Sheets nerd. Huge nerd. I caught a great deal last fall. I got 30 phones off of Amazon, but I just lucked into that. Absolutely lucked into that. But you're not going to find many deals. What do you need to look for in a phone? Man, it just depends on what you're doing. What's the app you're running? I'm running Current and Honeygain and some of my Perk apps on those terrible Rebel One burner phones. They're awful phones. Terrible. But you need them at least KitKat. And for Cashmagnet, man, I can't say this enough. I'm gonna throw up if I have to say it again. Don't use Oreo. Don't use Pi. They don't work. They're not even trying to get them to work right now. I really don't think they're gonna try to tackle that until years down the road. Honestly, I wouldn't be too surprised if they changed their whole format because of dealing with Oreo and Pi, because of their structure. Storage, huge thing. A lot of the apps, lately are going for the apps that you have to install and get paid that way. Well, when you're only having 3 to 4 gigabytes left over from all the bloatware and the operating system, you don't have much space left. And of course, the better the phone, the more it's going to cost. What I've seen with RAM and the processing power, I don't think it's that important. RAM just gets filled up with Cashmagnet. I mean, that's just what happens with it. The other apps don't do that with it. Processor speed, it's so debatable on the processor speed. I run Samsung S7s, and those things are the S7 actives. My ZTE Majesty Pros run better than those Samsung S7 actives. I'll say that until I'm blue. And those Samsung S7 actives have better specs than the Aristo 2s. So, that's just kind of a hit and miss thing. It all depends on the app. Is it legal? Well, absolutely. And I saw that a lot when I first started last July. Is this stuff legal? I had people ask me, is this really legit? Can you do this? Well, a couple of big giveaways, takeaways here. Well, you're not going to see illegal apps on Google Play. And you're not going to see YouTubers staying on the air talking about illegal activity. So, some of these companies have been around a long time. Here, look at Swagbucks. Swagbucks is one of the biggest companies out there. Been around for 11 years, going on 12 years. Now the other big flag that says, "Hey, look, this is legit." Look at their income from 2013 here on Wikipedia. $54 million. And do you think that Swagbucks was huge back then? No, I don't think so. I think Swagbucks is probably a lot bigger than it is now. A lot bigger now than it was then. Perk has been around forever as well. How do you get paid? That's easy. Most of them, deal with gift cards, PayPal, and different types of crypto. It depends on the app there. Now, do you have to claim this on your taxes? I saw this YouTuber last fall. You don't have to claim anything on your taxes. You don't have to claim gift cards on your taxes. They can't find you. Well, it was bad information. And this all comes down to you. Like Perk. Perk will stop you. And one of the guys in one of the groups was just talking about it, how he had to put in his tax forms to keep earning with Perk. It's up to you. I know Cashmagnet is not going to send you a 1099. I know that for a fact. Do I claim it? I claim everything on my taxes. Just whatever you feel comfortable doing. I'm just saying it's income. And according to, I'm sure Dave Ramsey would tell you the same thing. If it's income, you got to claim it. Now, as far as talking about some other revenue streams, passive and non-passive, YouTubers, they get the money they generate isn't from like live streams or brand new video they put up. It's from their past videos. And some of these YouTubers, man, how many of the big YouTubers, don't have a job and that's all they do? Yeah, Trader Geo, that's an excellent point here. And this is something that I've done because of my setup. Trader Geo says, but you can expense your phones and internet. Yes, you can even do. I don't do electricity, but I could. I do my home office already because since I work from home. But with all my phones, all my equipment, and everything that I paid for, yeah, absolutely. Tax write-off. Bam. Right there. That was really nice last year because I wasn't making anything from phone farming hardly at all. But I had a couple of $1,000s I had shelled out already. So with that being said, some of these YouTubers, man, crazy money that they make, and it would be awesome When I first started doing this stuff, all that I did was throw up a couple of videos of my setup just for fun, and then all of a sudden, I talked to Tech Hustler, and he threw it up on his channel, and next thing I knew, all you guys were pounding at my door saying, "Hi, do some more videos," and for giggles, I went ahead and did it, and it's pretty cool. I'm closing in on 500 subscribers. Really had no intent on doing any of this. We did a fantasy football channel. And, that's what I was really planning on doing. And now we're kind of taking a break, but we're going to get back into that. So I'll be talking about that another time. Affordable, just a little hint. If anyone is going to download apps from the Google Play Store, always email the developer and ask if the app is legit and do they pay out. I don't generally go out and grab apps unless I see them recommended from somebody. I guess I'm not a big trendsetter. Plus I put them on a burner phone, so I don't care. If my burner phone blows up, so and if it runs passive, I'm okay taking the chance to see if it pays out eventually with these apps. With Honeygain, cool app, could be so much better. I have a lot of issues running it, probably because I'm running it on garbage phones. Big D, no. I have not done any. Big D's wondering if I had done any crypto mining. Boy. See, this is where it comes to one of those things where I need to expand my horizons. I really do. I don't understand the whole cryptocurrency thing. I'm an old guy. Get off my lawn. That type of thing. Definitely one thing I need to get into. I know Hard for Hard. One of the guys in Soda's group is a big crypto miner on different platforms. Sean Willard is another one. He's put up he's got a crazy setup. I don't know if you guys have seen Sean Willard or not. That guy's got an interesting setup, and he does a lot of different. He calls them crypto faucets, and I haven't watched a lot. I need to watch more of it. Really good setup though on his part, and I think he's I think he makes some pretty good money off of it. Yeah, like a affordable stock in here. I try to mine on my 150 phones. No kidding. Wow, that's a nice setup. And they were locking up and heating up. It wasn't for me. Yeah, I agree with the locking and heating up part. I get that on just Cashmagnet alone. So I can imagine what's going on with some of the mining. I think there's different aspects for the crypto mining on your phones. Where I think there's some apps that actually do crypto mining. And that's definitely going to use your graphics. And, phones, these cheap burner phones, man, they don't have very good graphics cards to them. Big D, man, this is exactly it. I've been watching. Big D says I've been watching Sean Willard's videos lately, and he's inspired me. Yeah, absolutely. He's got a big setup. he definitely has a big setup, and all the different apps that he runs. Check him out. Let me see if I can find him real quick. Let's see. This is where I should be more prepared, shouldn't I? I don't know if that's going to give it to me. No. I should be a subscriber to him, shouldn't I? Jake Jabberelli, like that guy too. I'll definitely do a video of him. Of course, there's Roshan. I think this is it. Is this? I don't know. Oh yeah. This is his channel. I'll give Sean a big shout out here. There, that's Sean Willard. I don't want to show his videos because I didn't ask him first, and I hate to do something like that if I don't ask first. The other guy, Jake Jabberelli, he's got a really small setup, but he puts out some good content, because he does take a look at some other apps as well. A little more here. Yeah, affordable. Yeah, wasn't good. I didn't want to kill my phones when he was talking about crypto mining. You know what I've actually ran into is I got battery bloat going on my Aristo 2s. Probably a little between them getting hot. So I actually have some batteries coming for them. One thing that sucks is because all my Aristo 2s aren't just Aristo 2s, I actually have to buy different kinds of batteries. And when the back is starting to pop off your phone, I'm not going to take the chance with it. I'm not going to replace them all. The more bloated ones I'm going to replace right away. Adrian, for 4 months I mined Monero through Minergate. Minergate. Bad results, so I stopped. Adrian, were you doing that with your phones then? Were you doing that with a PC? How were you doing that, Adrian? I don't have any other phones that are really worth much that aren't running on Cashmagnet, so I'm not gonna get into any of the other apps and so forth. Or I'm sorry, I don't think I'm gonna throw crypto mining on a dozen Rebel ones. I don't think they would last long. Okay, so Adrian, 5 phones. How were your results? Were you making some money? Did you find other apps to run it on? Oh yeah. You said you had bad results, so I guess they didn't really run well. Now with Sean Willard, he talks about doing these crypto faucets, and I'm not sure. I need to look at more of his stuff. Here's a good question from Hometown Dispatch. I used to. I used to have my phones on a 2 hour on, 2 hour off timer. But when I got my terrible Samsung S7 actives, the batteries wouldn't last. They would quit, they'd run out of juice. So I had to stop that. So that also hurt. So, I need to get back into that. And I fully think that not having that 2 hour break there, I think it does hurt the phones, the battery life to them. I really do. So once I run into this every now and again, even with these Aristo 2s, and I'm guessing it's because the batteries are just, shot on some of them. And I just need to replace the batteries. I really wanted to do some cash flowing, but I actually the last couple of weeks I went hog wild and actually upgraded my setup again, and I'll show you. I'll show you what I got. There's the batteries. Oh, I just bought that. No, let's see. So I actually upgraded. I actually upgraded my network big time. I'll show you real quick here. I got a big dog. Okay. And what I ended up getting was an ER-12P. And as you can see, that damn thing's not cheap. And I had to get another access point too. So so what I did with the access point was I just got another AC AP Lite. So that was a pretty huge upgrade. My network just kept dropping out periodically, and I couldn't have that. Couldn't have that for working at home, and it caused issues with my phones as well. So it sucks because I just got back to the black with my setup. Now I've already spent what I'm going to bring in next month. And then of course, the expense of having to pay the guy to pay the guy to install. And Josh has worked with I think he's got 2 or 3 guys all set up, waiting on another guy to get his equipment, to get him up and running. See, maybe that's what I should try there, Big D. Hometown Dispatch, my power strips are all on a 24-hour timer, 2 hours on, half hour off. Maybe I'm just going, trying to go too long. Maybe I should do the half an hour thing. That's probably where I'm having issues. Affordable. So you swap your phones out, sell and rebuy. No, I don't. Let's see. Oops. Actually, I'll do it over here. I actually got a dual monitor. Love this thing. Crazy world with the dual monitors. Should have done it years ago. Because of just dragging and dropping Windows. I felt like such a kid when I got the dual monitor set up. But here's the thing. I can't get into my other AP. So I actually have around 90 devices. But I only have, this is my new AP and I only have 28 on it. And the worst problem is, if you see here, you know, I only have 6 on that 2.4 gigahertz band. That means I have probably 35 or so on my other AP, which sucks. That's, you know, it just sucks because that's just bogging down that 2.4 gigahertz band. Um, you know, I'd like to upgrade, and I really should. Let's see. Give me a second. I'm gonna actually shut off my other AP. You know, with shutting off my AP, it's not a big deal because my APs really aren't very far away from each other. It's just gonna put a strain on it, is all. Um, yeah, you know, affordable. I am spending a lot, but you know, you have to spend money to make money too. Um, Big D, how long have you been? How long have you been? Oh, how long have you been farming? You know, I've been doing this for about a year, and these are the first batteries that I've bought. Eventually, you know, quickly down the road, you know, I still have 5 gigahertz devices on a Cashmagnet, or I'm sorry, 2.4 gigahertz on Cashmagnet, and that's going to end. Those would be the first phones I swap out. My problem is when I swap out phones, all that I do is just I just throw them on another app. You know, I just throw them on Honeygain. You know, I throw them on Perk. You know, that's when when my tech guy was setting me up, and I must have some phones offline because when I first connected, I had 90. And he's like, "Well, geez, no wonder your network's having some issues because you're killing it with all these." You know, look at that. I have you know, around 40 2.4 gigahertz, and that really hurts your network. It really does. And I really do. I need to. I'd love to get rid of at least 20 of those, and you know, buy more 5 gigahertz phones. You know, and the other problem is, you know, and I'm not sure Trader Geo. Once you go dual, you can't go back. You know, the problem is. Let me see if I can show you this. The problem is 5 gigahertz phones won't just go to 5 gigahertz network. They won't. So what I do is I actually have 2 networks set up. The top one is that's just for 5G or 5 gigahertz, and the bottom one is just for the 2.4 gigahertz. And I actually have this same setup on both my access points. You know, so if you're small, yeah, it's no big deal. But you know, once you start scaling up, it starts becoming a bigger and bigger headache. Then I'm sure anybody with, you know, over 30 something, you know, devices, you know, knows. It's, you know, the income might be good, but it's a headache. And you know, the bigger you get, the the more you have to sink into it. Do I have business Comcast or business Charter? Yeah, I have business Spectrum. Uh, Roshan, who I'm kind of working with a bit, who was in the stream earlier, has a good channel too. I need to throw him a bone on this too. And Roshan, you there, buddy? If you're there, throw in your channel link. Well, Roshan's got a good video going up about his Comcast, but my tech guy and I think he's got some issues, but we're not for sure. Yep. Yeah, man. Roshan, feel more than free to throw up your YouTube channel. So, you know, it kind of depends. You know, one of the girls in Soda Free's group, you know, was asking me about you know, what I use and what I pay. Yeah, I'd love to see more and more people. Oh, I don't think I saw your. I bet they edited it out, Rashawn. Google's kind of finicky when it comes to stuff like that. They don't like people putting up stuff, and you know, I can understand it. There we go. There's Rashawn's channel. Rashawn does a lot of really good videos. I like his stuff. One of those fun YouTubers, man. He does some phone farming and he does just some vlogging stuff. Okay, affordable. The thing with my okay. I'll do a little networking 101 real quick here. I have 13 IPs, 13 static IPs. And with my 13 static IPs, they're all in that ER-12P. That's what the 12P does. It separates everything. It directs traffic in and out. It's kind of like a funnel. It's like a two-ended funnel. My IP's data is coming in and gets pushed into that funnel and gets pushed towards the right static IP. And then when it's coming out the other side of the funnel, my phones are on the other receiving end and they're all directed towards specific static IPs. So my wireless routers do not have any static IPs to them. I might be able to even maybe I can't show you my IP address on this access point, but it's complicated. You know, my buddy there, Rashawn's finding that out, you know, as we speak. I can kind of show you something here. Okay. There. So there's two types of IP addresses. There's public, which is the static. Like if you were to go, what is my IP address on your phone? It would actually show you your static IP address. But what you're seeing here, okay, you see these 22s. All four of those are 22s. All four of those are pointed right at one static IP. And same way with the I must be missing some 21s. Wonder what's going on there. Yeah, the when you go to a website, they're going to see your public IP address. All these are just all internal, and so these are what I actually have set up on the phones themselves. Huge pain in the beep part. Might be a kid friendly show, so you know. So this next week, you know, the big thing I'm planning on doing is I'm doing some apps. Gonna go out and take a look at some of these app likes. You know, I've been saying this for about 2 weeks. Last couple of weeks have been hectic, and it kind of stinks because like the next few weeks are gonna get pretty hectic too. We're gonna get up a crazy channel. Another we're gonna get our old fantasy football channel up and going and do some football stuff there. NFL football, not the kicking them around with the football. But this channel won't change. You know, if anything, we'll gear towards you know, more passive income stuff here. You know, I've talked to you guys about different credit stuff. Different things like with your credit. You know, I've talked about credit cards. You know, that's and I will always say this. You know, this is kind of the flip side about you know, passive income is you to make money. You generally have to spend money, but you can save yourself money even when you're spending money. Man, did that just make any sense? It sounded really good in my head, but when it came out, it really didn't sound that good. So hopefully that did a bit. So is anybody else running any new apps? Anything out there that you find you know, paying good? Anybody collecting off of the current app? I'm about ready to cash out on the current app. I think I'm at $20. I find it doesn't run exceedingly well. The music's kind of good, but I have not updated mine either. I don't use the new updates, so my current app is running passive. You know, I am. You know, Rashawn says dead apps everywhere. Yeah, you know, Vigil. Jeez, I just need to dump Vigil off my phones. Vigil just sucks. I don't even know why I bother. Uh, Perk TV, Perk TV Live. It still works for me. Perk word search. I got my 3 phones on that. I really just need to actually pay attention to that more often. But I hate being glued to my phones. I really do. I don't like that. Yeah, you know, affordable nails it right here, everybody. You know, it takes money to make money. Just make sure you know, you're getting ahead. You know, and that's what I just did. You know, I got right to getting into the black, and I, you know, bottle that, you know, spend over $600, which is basically what I made. What Cashmagnet will be paying me for next month. Well, hey there, John. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Got here late. I cashed out $4 and stop. Roshan, lazy. Tisk tisk tisk. Man, you better Better get that Cashmagnet farm up and going, Rashawn. Rashawn's got himself 5 IPs. No, 7 IPs, sorry. Total. And how many phones you got running on that? 14 or so? Affordable. I just cashed out on inbox dollars for $80. Yeah, it's something I never got into. You know, it was just not passive enough for me. This wasn't passive enough. Switching wireless providers. You know, I like that. I like that there, John. That means you got something going on, right? Switching wireless providers. Hopefully, you're gonna get a whole bunch of IP addresses. Hope so. Hope so. Oh, I like seeing that. Love it. Love it. You know, one thing, I talk about passive income, and most of my income is not passive because of my job, and for anybody who doesn't know, I do some writing on the side. If you want to pull out your hair and make about $5 an hour, go write for Vox or SB Nation. But I also rent out my garage. My garage is my garage is. I actually should have tore it down, but now I'm making money off of it instead. John's got something in the works. It sounds sneaky and secretive. Yeah, affordable. That'd be cool. I'd be up for checking out what you're talking about. John here. My 6 phones making $25 a week on Cashmagnet isn't enough. I completely agree. Absolutely agree, John. The really tough part really is scaling it up. Getting all those phones that will actually work. That's really the tough part about getting a big setup is getting the phones, paying for the phones. Jeez, whew. That's the tough part. Paying for the phones. And John's like, he's got 4 Aristo 2s coming in the mail. You better not have bought those off of eBay, buddy. You're gonna drive up those eBay prices on those Aristo 2s. I joke about that, but when I first started buying those Aristo 2s, I could really find some good ones for around $30. Now I can't. Occasionally I see them on there when I go looking. $20 each off of eBay. John says he got those Aristo 2s. Man, big kudos. Big kudos there, John. That's a steal. That's $80. I've paid more than I paid a number of times. $40 per phone for Aristo 2s. Now the question is, John, have you dealt with Aristo 2s being on Oreo? Have you had to go through the rollback process on those Oreos? Was that? I wasn't sure if that was you on another live stream that we talked about that. Adrian, yeah, Cashmagnet doesn't really like having consecutive IP numbers, but there wouldn't be an issue with 5 IPs. Okay, yeah, John, I don't know if you ever saw my video on that, yeah, but I've done that. So, well, the problem with eBay is you don't know. Most of the times they don't post what the operating system is. And with those Aristo 2s, man, it's easy. It's easy to roll them back. So easy rolling them back. Yeah, there you go. Hometown dispatch. Like seeing that. It's really not that hard, is it? He's rolled some back. You know, I like seeing more and more of you guys, you know, expanding on Cashmagnet. You know, I'm glad that you're seeing what's possible out there. You know, and it's so funny because, you know, when I was getting my setup going, you know, I got accused of, you know, like bragging about how big of a setup and how much money I was going to make, you know, and it wasn't about that. It was about, you know, trying to get the word out, you know, what is possible. You know, geez, the last thing I hate seeing is, God, you read this all the time. You go to Swagbucks Swaggaroos on Facebook, and you read about these people that spend 6, 7, 8, 10, 12 hours a day doing surveys and punching freaking buttons or doing that MTurk crap for $3 an hour. It makes me want to puke. And so that's why I do these videos and do this stuff is to hopefully help people make some money. You know, and so they're not having to do crap for $3 an hour. You know, I hate that. I hate having to see and to see people say, man, it took me an hour to do a survey, and at the end it booted me off and I didn't get any credit. I've been there. That sucks. Yeah, Roshan talking about the. I'm gonna just go through the stream, the chat real quick here. Roshan's talking about his S6 actives don't get as hot as the F7s. My S7s get hot. Those phones I'm gonna sell on eBay because I'm not even gonna keep them around. I've rolled 5 back. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome, hometown. I really do. Well, hopefully I was concise enough in my videos about being able to roll it back. You know, and I posted the links for those for the tutorials from Tech Night. The guy was fantastic. Tech Hustler lurking, waving at my buddy Tech Hustler. If you guys didn't know, Tech Hustler's got a new Facebook group. I'm gonna drop you in here, Tech Hustler. Hope you're gonna be good with that and not yell at me. Is this it? There we go. Hopefully Tech Hustler's good with this. If not, he can take it up with my lawyer. There. Oops. Error. Try again. No, I didn't like that. It did not like that. One little bit. I don't know why I didn't like that. I'll have to put it in the description. Also, I'm getting a Discord channel up and going just for giggles. So let's see. Are your IPs from Spectrum in a block? I think you're probably talking to Roshan there. Have you considered doing a video on rolling the Aristo? Yeah, Big D. Yeah, I got a video showing rolling back the Aristo 2s. Yeah, I got a video on that. Okay, where'd I go? Sorry, got lost here. S7 Edge, get hot too. Yeah, I won't buy any Samsungs to put on Cashmagnet again. Or for any other app. You know, I think I'm just gonna go strictly with the Aristo 2s and see what I can do there. Let's see. G-Tech Family Man. Glad to see you. Guys, a little late. Yeah, Tech Hustler. You know, I don't know why I couldn't put your group in here, but I'll put it in the description. And you know, I like Tech Hustler, man. He puts out some great quality videos. If you guys aren't familiar with his YouTube stuff, and I'll throw a big shout out to him. You know, I definitely wouldn't have got into the whole YouTube thing without Tech Hustler. I'll tell you that right now. Wouldn't have done it. Wouldn't have done it. I probably would have just stopped at those 2 videos and called it good. So make sure you go over there and subscribe to Tech Hustler. Ring that bell. Okay. So let's go ahead and get this all wrapped up. I mean, we're over an hour. I've probably been babbling for about 10 minutes. So, you know, want to see, I'm going to, you know, I haven't done a video in a week, which I apologize. You know, it's just been really busy. And, you know, dealing with my upgrade, dealing with friends in town, dealing with fantasy football on Sunday, dealing with a couple of hangovers in between did not help one little bit. I'm not a spring chicken anymore. So, alrighty. Well, you know, I think this was a really fun show. Really did enjoy it. I'm definitely gonna spin off some more of the passive income stuff and go from there. G-Tech Family Man, he was outside playing baseball with the family instead of listening to my stream. You the man right there. You the man right there. Oh, and I just noticed on Tech Hustler here, look at that. It's almost 7,000. Get over there and subscribe. Get over there and subscribe. Get him to 7,000. Yep. Big training camp, you bet. Coming either this week or next week, I'm going to do a fantasy football little podcast here, but it's going to be for an app. And then we're going to have a little Cashmagnet Guru Fantasy Football League for the nerdy people like myself. So, all right, all. Well, thank you so much for listening and participating. You know, there's no way I could do this stream for an hour babbling to myself without, you know, hanging out with you guys. You know, so I appreciate it. And hopefully you guys, you know, learned a little bit today. I hope so. I really do. Hopefully you guys, you know, like my new little setup on my channel here, you know, on the live stream. So, all right. Well, if you have not subscribed, do that now. If you have not rang that bell, do that now. Come on. These are fun. They really are. Get notified when I do these. Come and hang out. All right, all. Thank you so much for joining. Really do appreciate it. And we will catch you guys. You know, I'm going to try to get a video tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. All right. Y'all take care. This has been Cashmagnet Guru. Having fun as always. We'll catch you guys later. See yas.